Hi, my name is Krishna. In this video, we will see JavaScript naming conventions. When you're writing JavaScript code, so what are the rules or no regulations you need to follow? Some standards. Okay. So JavaScript has been evolved over time, and new naming conventions and standards have emerged to improve code readability and maintainability. Here are some of the latest naming conventions commonly used in modern JavaScript development. Okay. So if you see camel case. In JavaScript, it is common to use camel case for variables, functions, and method names. Camel case is the practice of writing compound words or phrases where each word or abbreviation starts with a capital letter, except for the first word, which starts with a lowercase letter. So if you have two words, the first word will start with a small case, and the second word will the camel. What is a capital letter? Okay, so this is normally used for the variables, functions, and methods in JavaScript. If you see one example, say my variable is a variable. So my is separate word, variable is separate word. So here it is starting with small m and here capital V. So this is called capital case. So my function, small m, capital F. Two words are there. My is a separate word, function is a separate word. So if you have something like that, it will start with the small letter and other words will start with the capital letter. This is called capital case. It is a variable, it is a function. These things we will use camel case. Okay. So Pascal case. Pascal case similar to the camel case, but the first letter of the identifier is capitalized. Pascal case is often used for naming classes and constructor functions. So in our previous camel case means the first word starting with small letter, but in the Pascal case, every word starts with the capital letter. Okay, so if you take an example, these will be classes. You see, my is a separate, class is a separate word, even then my class. Okay, M also starts with capital, C also starts with capital. And constructor, if it is a constructor, that constructor also starts with capital, this in the two words, capital M, small c. If you have a my constructor function, something like that, function also F is capital letter. How many words are there? Each word starts with the capital letter. Normally we will use for classes and constructors. Pascal case, that is called uppercase. By convention, uppercase letters are used for constants in JavaScript. Constants are values that do not change throughout the execution of a program. If you want to declare one value as no, and you do not want to change that, those type of things can be used with uppercase. You see, constant max count is equal to 10. This count should not change in the in the rest of the program or no in the next steps. So that time you need to declare as a constant, and that constant value should be all capital letters, uppercase, max count. You see, that is what. And underscore, prefix or suffix. Some developers use an underscore as a prefix or suffix to indicate that a variable or function is intended to be private or internal. This convention is not enforced by the language itself, but is often adapted to convey the intended usage. If you want to declare something as a private, at that time you will use this underscores. But this is not a rule provided by JavaScript. But if you want to show some differences between your methods, classes, and no private things, public things, at that time we will use these things. So kind of better practice. You see that let underscore private variable is called private. Let function underscore private function is called function. So whenever you put hyphen, people will feel understand that's a private function. I don't know if you do not want to use. I mean, it has restriction access, something like that. Okay, just to what is it like make some uniqueness to your coding standards. Okay. So remember, see, end of the day, the naming conventions are not enforced by the JavaScript language itself, but are widely adopted practices to improve code readability and maintainability. Consistency is a key when following naming convention. So it's essential to choose a convention and stick to it throughout your code base or project. Additionally, consider any coding standards or guidelines set by your team or organization when you're deciding on naming conventions. So these are all not put by JavaScript forcefully, but to make some differences, this is class, this is variable, this is function, this is constructor, this is private function, something like that. If you want to differentiate all those things, just follow some naming conventions. You write your own conventions, or you follow your project or client's conventions. but stick to that. So other people can easily understand that what conventions you are following, for what purpose you have written all those things, they will easily understand. Okay, so this is all about naming conventions in JavaScript. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, and provide your comments in the comment section. Thank you.